What's going on, guys? It's Chris. It's Ryan, SVT Garage. If you guys are catching this video, I'm not sure what order it's going to be in. We just finished Derek's car, getting that clutch cable installed for him. Again, that was like a 30-minute job, start to finish. Working on the Redfire today. We got the wheels off. We're taking a break. And they're for sale, by the way. Hey, if anybody's interested, hey, go grab one real quick. Bring it over here. If anybody's interested, Ryan does have a brand new set of rims and tires. They got 30 miles on them. AFS 18s, 18 by 9 square.
Yeah.
So that means they're 18 by 9 on all four corners. I'll flip it around. I'll walk over there and show you guys. I want to update you on this. This was a huge setback for us because, again, we literally ended up back to where we started. And on top of, if you guys have noticed in the video, we have the body panels back on this. We did touch on it, but the panels are coming back off. The bumper's coming off, the hood, the mirrors, and if you guys saw in the back there, that gas door is off. We took the gas door off so that we can get this paint completely matched. This paint job looks awesome. It's the wrong shade, and apparently, I can probably repeat myself here, there's 4 shades of Redfire coming from a very reputable source, right?
Yeah.
Tyler?
Tyler had mentioned there was changes in production.
And when they were on the production side of this, and probably a couple other colors or whatever, they changed the supplier 4 times, which ultimately kind of changed the color 4 times. So the one that we got sprayed was the wrong one. Sent out the fuel cap to get a picture of it so that we can get the exact paint mixture correct, and then these panels are coming off and getting redone. Same thing with my deck lid. So again, this is a huge setback for us between this and the panels.
Since we're doing the Cobra engine,
let me flip this around.
Pull these studs out.
Yep. Ooh, good.
Pulled these studs out. Got the old crossover mounted on just for a cleaner look. But save these.
Yep.
Because these are also the same studs on the pulley bridge, just flipped.
Oh.
So if you have an issue with the pulley bridge studs,
you have an extra.
But
extras. What he's talking about here is, you guys can see, we have all this removed, right?
Show him the silver car if you want.
And we'll walk you over the silver car. He's going to get.
We're going to replicate it.
Do exactly what he did on that car to this car. So we have the crossover tubes removed. Get all this crap out of here. We didn't like that setup anyways. And we're going to go with that Cobra engineering that deletes all this. And we'll show. I'm going to walk you over there and show you guys what we got.
Games.
Yeah, that was our bad, you know. And shout out to the Fox body too. Again, be patient. This is coming up this week. We just are trying to get this thing wrapped up and on the ground.
So yeah.
So walk them through. What do we got?
So this is the Cobra engineering crossover delete and bypass hose delete. There's 2 versions of this. This one.
All right.
So this one is the bypass hose delete. So it deletes the entire bottom half with the thermostat and all that in there. It's all gone. The thermostat's up here now. And then, so I have a 170 thermostat in here, and then my coolant crossover is right here, 2 12 AN lines.
212, and that looks so much cleaner.
It's got the temp sensor down here in the bottom still, in the factory location.
So none of that was changed.
None of that was changed.
But as you can see, he did the same thing with the bolts here.
Yep.
So this just cleans it up. It gets rid of that bolt sticking out.
So on the bottom
an inch
of
or
this,
2.
on the underside of this, you can't see it. There's a half NPT port that has a plug in it right now.
Yep, right there.
That plug's coming out, and the head cooling mod I make out of AN line is going to screw into that.
Where you guys see my finger, there's a port that he can put that adapter in to get that head cooling mod. And again, AN, start to finish, AN lines. No more of that rubber hose with all the other junk in between. So we're going to start, again, we got all that car pretty much set up. We're going to replicate this. But today's job on the Redfire car,
Not fun stuff.
not fun stuff. Ball joints, front tie rods, rear springs.
Clean up the brakes.
Clean up the brakes on this side. So more maintenance stuff. Finish the lowering on it. While we have time, we're trying to essentially you know, just wait for this stuff to come in, but still work in the process. But real quick, guys, check out the wheels.
Yeah, if anybody wants these, get with us. They're brand new.
You guys can hit us up on Instagram. We will have. I'll add the handles in the comment or in the description. Probably the description. I'll put them in the description. Hit us up on Instagram. More Ryan than me, but you can get to both of us from there. Brand new Kendas. Brand new wheels. Again, this thing might have 30, maybe 30 miles, right?
I drove to your house once.
Huh?
I drove to your house once.
Yeah, less than 30 miles. So, and the reason is, if somebody's going to ask, hey, why are you getting rid of them? There's a brand new
BC Forge wheels are coming.
So, if you guys, not these wheels, but these are BC forged. So, great company. They make a solid wheel.
We'll let them in on a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Same finish.
Same finish.
Same offset.
Different wheel, same offset, same everything. So it's going to have that nice flush fitment. And unfortunately, these got to go. So hit us up. Let us know. But we're going to get set up here and get working on this, and we'll film it as we go. All right, guys, so where we're at right now, calipers are off, rotors are off, those are getting painted. We took out the factory, where they at, studs, and we're going with these ARP wheel studs. Longer, stronger, overall.
Stronger stud,
yeah.
and I use a longer lug nut on the BC Forge wheel. So these, for you guys wanting to do this, part number 100-7723. It says they're for 05 and up, but they're perfect for.
They work on these cars, and we'll show you because they are on the silver car as well.
You can see the difference.
Yep. Let me get a little closer, yeah, because these are so much thicker and stronger than the factory ones.
Install's pretty easy. You knock the old ones out with a hammer, and then
like legit an actual hammer.
you have
whack
this
them out.
bearing press right here and a lug nut, and you put this on the stud, and then thread the lug nut on and tighten it, and it will pull the ARP stud in.
We'll do one here, start to finish, and show you guys what we're talking about, and then just rinse and repeat for the other. So you see he's got that bearing piece on there, right? Mm-hmm. He's got the lug nut all the way down, buried on that. And there it is, it's installed. So, and then I'll show you guys essentially what the finished product is here. So the BC wheels got them. And they look good too. And then we can go over, is it those Mishimoto ones?
Yeah.
Up top there?
They're right here on the ground.
I'll show you guys the lugs that he went with. So we went with these Mishimotos. So good. These are light too. They're good looking. Come with a complete kit, and fairly inexpensive.
So what I did on the front of the silver car, I used these spline drives
On the fronts.
on the front, and then the Mishimoto's on the rear. So on this red car, I'm going to do the same. Spline, because I'm keeping my studs on the front stock. So spline on the front, Mishimoto on the rear.
So, but when you order the lug nuts, you have to essentially order.
It's a full set.
It comes with.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so this is all Mishimoto right here.
The splines are not.
That's what I'm saying. So what are the
Those
splines?
Are just regular.
Just regular.
Yeah.
Okay.
That I had.
Generic ones that you can get pretty much anywhere. Does it have on this? Does it have like a part number or anything? Right there, yeah. So if you guys are interested in the Mishimotos, that's what you're gonna need right there. And again, they look good. hold up and do the job. And then down here, I'll show you what we're doing. While he's in there working on the calipers, I'm sorry, those A or P studs, I'm out here working on I'm painting the hat on the caliper and then getting the brackets all cleaned up. I'm gonna go in the sink, degrease the driver's side, and then get a coat on those. And the goal also is to come in here and get this all cleaned up, and then we'll do the springs, and hopefully this will all be realistically buttoned up today. All right, so where we're at is we're trying to get these sway bar links off, and what we ended up having to fix as well is, where are they at? These guys sheared off on the passenger side inside the bracket. So this is the bolt. This goes in the bracket this way. That bolt was is what holds us in on here, and again this guy broke. So we were able to get it out luckily, but we broke. What else did we break? We didn't break the bolt on that. We broke the reducer. I don't know. Project Redfire is kicking our butt these last couple days, huh?
Yeah.
And you know, I guess this is kind of somewhat expected when I don't think it's ever been touched back here. No. So, you know, it's the first time being essentially messed with or touched in 20 some odd years. You know, this is kind of bound to happen. Just another hiccup that we're going to have to probably take a ride down the parts store, see if we can get some stuff. But we can still keep moving. Worst case scenarios, we just take a break and go down there, see what they, you know, Ace Hardware for some nuts and bolts, and the that bushing though, that might be the kicker. But we still get the spring out and get those in and essentially get that done. And if we have to, we might be put an order in for Rock Auto. So, huh?
I'll get them on Amazon or something.
Amazon, yeah, somewhere. Amazon would be hopefully quick. And but we're still gonna keep moving on this. It's just these things happen, guys. And like I said on the other videos, cars, especially the older ones, it's kind of what we run into. So we're gonna keep chugging along here, and I'm gonna start working on the other side.
Can you give me an 18?
All right, so here's part of our setback. This end link here is shot, so we have to order, see if they got one of these local, but more likely we'll just order it because we have to get a couple other pieces too. So that's gonna get fixed, but we have the passenger side rear spring in, and if you guys like the way the car is sitting after this, so this is the rear Eibach Pros.
Yeah.
With only one ISO, and that's ISO on the bottom. We left the top one off, and then the front has no ISOs, correct? Mm-hmm. So if you guys like the stance on this, it should be pretty. Is this what you did with the silver car?
Silver car has both in the rear because it tucks so hard when I launch.
Okay, so it'll sit. This car, the red car, will sit a little lower than this because again, this has both ISOs, so this one will settle a little more. He was looking for a little more of a tucked look on the red car because it's not going to have the power and, you know, kind of flex like that one does. If that makes sense. I think I showed you guys already. We got the brackets all painted, calipers. I'm sorry, not the calipers, the bracket, the rotor, and then we're going to be working on the calipers here in a minute. We're still going to get in here and get this all cleaned up as well. It's going to look good, man. I can't wait to see this thing on the ground. Mm-hmm. It's going to look real good. All right, another quick update to show you guys where we're at. Calipers painted, rotor, bracket, that stuff's all done. Was in here doing a little cleaning. We're not going to go too crazy because we are going to come back once we get the car running, back it out in the driveway, get this all degreased, pressure washed, and then we're going to hit this. We'll show you guys how to essentially make this look new again with that rubberized coating. So That's going to be more of like the detail video once we get this all, you know, paint corrected. That's going to be probably just before this. So again, we're going to come in here, degrease all this, scrub it down, pressure wash it, and then we'll come in here, we'll make all this look good again, get that rubberized coating. I can show you the product because we do have it already. But painted the caliper, and then we came in here and essentially hit the dust shield. So this was kind of like just a raw metal look, or just like a shiny metal, I guess you would call it. It wasn't really polished or anything. It was just a bare metal. Cleaned it up because we're putting this all back together. Just didn't like how it looked, so we actually had some duplicolor here, and this is the same color that Ryan did on the. It's a cast iron color is what it's called, from Duplicolor. And I'll show you guys. It looks really good. I hope the camera's picking that up. It is a little dark in here, but it's the same color he used doing the Brembo brakes on the silver car. So we had plenty left over, and again, I think it just looks really good on that shield. So at this point, we're getting the car back on the ground, putting the factory wheels on it. Again, these are for sale, so I'm just going to keep those off to the side. And then we're going to finish putting this all back together. And at least we can move it around in the garage if need be, but still just waiting on those parts. Just kind of want to show you guys a quick update on getting this all painted. We got this done, and then essentially why this isn't clean yet. Again, we got to roll it out. Don't want to degrease all this here in the garage, so main reason for that. Springs are in as well, so again, ISO on the bottom, right? Not on the top. Yep. So both sides are done, and we're gonna get this thing put all back together. Hey, can we tell everybody?
No.
Come on.
Nope. Gotta wait and see.
Come on.
You gotta wait and see.
Ah. Mr.
I'll just say one thing.
What's that?
OG 2006 MGW product.
This guy is just scouring the internet for everything rare Cobra related and somehow finds it.
We do.
I'm a little upset with you, dude. Never saves any of the stuff from me. Doesn't even say anything until he gets it.
We do.
All right, guys. We are kind of just at that point right now where we're waiting for some paint to dry. And we're pretty much calling it a day after this. I think we got a good amount of stuff done.
Yeah, we didn't get to the front.
We didn't get to the front like we wanted. Again, some of the stuff back here just was with the IRS was just kicking our butt a little bit. Again,
we broke 2 caliper bolts.
2 caliper bolts broke, so we have to replace those.
Fortunately, they were the bolts that go into the floating pins on the back of the caliper. Not a big deal.
No.
Old Gil must have had his spinach the day he did the brakes on here.
No, he just wrenched them down.
We snapped 2 of them.
Yeah, both of them on the passenger side broke.
Rear sway bar links were cooked. Done.
Those are done, so we're going to get them.
Gonna get them off old Amazon.
So, again, for today, I think just with what we ran into,
yeah.
I still think we got ahead. We got the springs are in, which is the big thing. We can do the links in minutes when they come in. Got the calipers, the rotors, everything all painted up, looking good. ARP studs are in.
AARP studs are in.
The old Cobra AARP studs.
Don't have the low profile IRS bolt. Don't think we're gonna need it.
No.
No. I don't know if we're gonna change the IRS bolts for any time soon. I think I might just wait till I pull the IRS out and rebuild the IRS.
Yeah, I think we do that. We do it all in one shot.
This thing's had the Cobra clunk for 23 years. What's another year or 2?
Well,
we're gonna wrap.
Well, hold on. Don't say 2. Not a year or 2.
A year? I don't know. By the time we get to that,
no.
A lot to do still. I think we'll get to a point here with this. We get it back together. We get the paint correction done.
Yeah.
and I think that's going to be it for a little bit. Then we'll revisit it with the billet flow, 4 level 2 fuel system,
Yeah.
E85,
Tune,
tune,
upper pulley.
IRS build.
Yeah.
So,
Phase 2.
yeah, I got to recoup a little bit
Yeah.
mentally too. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. So maybe
We don't work just one job. Chris has multiple jobs. I have multiple jobs.
Yeah. And
So our days off are kind of. I have a home inspection business that I do pretty much full time outside of the fire department.
yeah,
So,
you guys all know I do the detailing. I got a full day ahead of me tomorrow.
this is pretty much in our downtime,
Yeah.
which isn't a whole lot.
But we make it work.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, guys, I think we're gonna end it here today. Let me flip this around so we can say our goodbye. It's Chris.
Ryan.
It's Ryan. And let us know if you guys are gonna end up tackling something like this. I mean, I don't know how many of these are left not lowered.
This is probably one of the last few.
Yeah, there's probably only a handful that are left that aren't lowered. But we got her done, and we're gonna get this wrapped up. Hopefully, I guess as soon as those parts come
Motor will
in.
be in together this weekend. Cobra engineering stuff comes Saturday. We'll build the coolant crossover.
Sunday, I
Sunday.
think we said Sunday, so we'll
build the head cooling mod Sunday. We'll
Yeah.
get everything back together because I have some stuff being done at my house on Tuesday. This thing has to be able to be moved.
We got to move it. We got to get it on the ground.
Guys
and move
coming to work in the attic.
up in the attic, so we got to get this out of the way. But guys, as always, we do appreciate you. You guys are keeping us motivated. I mean, real talk, right?
Yeah.
I mean, again, if I could show you guys our conversations and our text chats, like, we are stoked and happy at the growth that we're seeing, and it's really because of you guys.
Shout out to everybody that messaged me on the marketplace on the wheels that watches the channel and
Yeah.
just said, "Hey, I like the wheels, but I'm not buying them. Just wanted to say I love the channel."
You know,
So
we
cool.
get it on all the platforms, so we do appreciate it, man, and we're gonna keep pumping this stuff out. You know, the cars are our passion, whether it's the Cobras or just different platforms. You know, we're gonna keep working on this stuff. We got some dialing to do. We got to make some moves, and we know that, especially with just space. I think that's the biggest thing for us is the garage space, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we between the two of us, we have a ton of tools.
What y'all don't see is to get to this point in the video, we've got to move multiple cars.
Yeah, we got
Every day.
silver car out there. We got the blue Fox,
The Jeep has to be moved.
the Jeep, and then at my house, I got to move my truck,
Yeah.
2 kids' cars, and one or two are both the Cobra. So it's just
Yeah. So shop space is coming.
coming. Again, we've been.
Then we can get there, work on it,
Yeah.
and just leave.
and then
Not
And
have
then
to
head
put
out.
3 cars back and
close the doors and go.
yeah.
So, but again, guys, before we head out, thank you. We appreciate it. It's Chris. It's Ryan. It's SVT Garage, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.